I'm back to talk about another tool today. Today's tool is called the Personal Space Tool, and it says, I have a right to my space, and so do you. And if you look closely, you can see a picture of a yarn ball, and the reason they picked a yarn ball for personal space is because when you pull this string right here from a yarn ball, it gets longer and longer and longer. And our hand gesture for personal space goes like this. And at our school, we even go all the way around our body because many of us have learned that personal space is kind of like this invisible bubble that's around your whole body, keeping you safe. And depending on the day, our mood, what experiences we may be going through, sometimes we need smaller amounts of personal space or larger amounts of personal space to feel safe. And I think if we all take a minute to think about maybe the last time someone invaded our personal space, how did that feel? So I know sometimes our friends, even our family, have the best intentions and they may come up to us, give us a hug, touch us on the shoulder, that kind of stuff. But if, say, we were not feeling like we were in the best mood, or maybe we were upset about something else that had happened earlier in the day, we might not want those hugs and we might not want people touching us. And in those moments, when they do that without our permission, it makes us feel kind of icky and unsafe and not happy. And for some of us, if we're feeling maybe a little bit even angry, it could make us lash out and want to hurt somebody, right? And we don't want that. So that's why it's really important that we're all mindful of each other's personal space. Because if we also take a moment to think about the last time someone said, would you like a hug? Or we wanted a hug and it felt good, or our friend put their hand, on our shoulder and it felt nice. Those moments feel really good, right? When they are wanted. So it's really important as we go throughout our weeks, now that we've learned about personal space, that we are aware of what personal space is and that we're mindful that we don't invade other people's personal space. So if we move on throughout our weeks and our days and imagine everyone's walking around with these invisible bubbles, what can we do if we want to go in those invisible bubbles? Well, we can ask permission. And as silly as it sounds, it's actually showing respect. So if, say, later today you want to go give your brother a big hug, it would be really nice to say to your brother, hey, would you like a hug? Instead of surprising him with a hug that maybe he's not ready for. And when we do that, it shows kindness and respect, just like all of our other tools. And it kind of creates an environment for other people to show that kindness and respect back to us. So feel free to practice your personal space tool this week and the weeks ahead. I know right now we're practicing it a lot because of germs and all the other things going on. So it's a really good time to be practicing all the time. So we all have our imaginary bubbles, and we're going to be mindful and respectful as we move throughout our day that we're not invading other people's personal space without permission. Have an awesome day. I'll see you next time.